Dr. Triguna Sen, our rector, that is Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University from 1955 to 1966. After that, he joined Benares Hindu University as Vice Chancellor. Before that, Benares Hindu University was having tremendous student agitation for various reasons, maybe. And no VC was ready to continue in that campus. When Dr. Triguna Sen joined, the next day I saw the Statesman in the front page. The headline was Dr. Triguna Sen steals the storm, steals the storm. He was such a popular name in the student community in India, originating from Jadavpur University, that those students, those who were agitating and not allowing any VC to continue there, they created few number of gates garlanding with lot of flowers, and Dr. Triguna Sen's presence created a magic of respect into the mind of the students. But it is all latter. Me, as the student of Jadavpur University, I had joined in 1955 there as a student in the science faculty after completing my school final examination after class 10. Then from 1958 and till 1967, I was a regular student. Then again, from 1970-72, I was also a student. I shall tell later how. After that, I was there as a CSIR research fellow for an year. First, I completed my graduation honors in physics. Then from there, I joined as a student the mechanical engineering faculty, mechanical engineering department. As a student, I got my engineering undergraduate degree. After that, for about 2 years, I was in the service in industry and in the shipping corporation of India also. After that, I again joined Jadavpur University as a postgraduate student in the mechanical engineering. But this is little about myself. But Dr. Triguna Sen, I want to tell something. He was such a kind and magnanimous, great-hearted person. When at the end, almost at the end of my mechanical engineering graduation year, I went to Manali for a mountaineering training. Manali mountaineering training, because me, Kolhon Sanyal, I was the founder of Jadavpur University Mountaineering and Hiking Club, founder secretary, student secretary. So I was going for a training to Manali Himalayan Institute of Mountaineering. I needed some money for the course that I could not arrange. Then Dr. Triguna Sen, he he actually from his own purse gave me 100 rupees, and also from the sports board of Jadavpur University, they also gave me 200 rupees. With that I could meet the expenses for the mountaineering training. This is one thing. But what happened in 1958 after joining as a fresher in the, I still remember Dr. Triguna Sen issued a letter to each freshman student like us by name, that he had invited us for a party, almost maybe almost more than 500 students in the indoor stadium of Jadavpur University. Tables were arranged like that. In each table there are 3 students and 1 professor. They took the refreshment with us. It was a welcome invitation to the freshers. Dr. Triguna Sen came. He met with us in that indoor stadium himself. He was the vice chancellor. Acha, this is one thing. Another incident I remember, after the Chinese aggression in 1962, I was already in the naval wing of NCC. Besides that Chinese aggression, Chinese to disturb Indian border, they came, and it created such a great nationalistic spirit and movement into the student community, unbelievable. On those days, all students, none was left, had to join a auxiliary military training course in our campus itself. In our campus itself. Then General Kariappa, he himself came to our campus, and our Jadavpur University was well equipped in all wings of NCC training, all wings, Army, Navy, Air Force, Engineer, everything. University, and EME, Signal, all the facilities and NCC wings were there. There was a separate building for NCC office in all the combined way. So after seeing our entire facility, General Kariappa remarked, and I was present in that meeting, that it happened to be the best university in this respect of nationalistic feeling and military training in the entire India. He praised like that. This is one thing. Then another incident I remember, Dr. Triguna Sen was approachable to any student. He was very kind. He used to pay attention to all the opinions of the students. When he retired, he retired about retiring. Then he met the student. I still remember. He was emotionally emotionally occupied, and we gave him a silk scarf, and he was so much engrossed into using that silk scarf, once on his face, on his head, on his neck, what to do with that. Uh, he was so much for us, to us, by us, that Dr. Triguna Sen, we simply cannot forget him. A father figure for good, for all time to come in history of Jadavpur University. Jadavpur University came from National Council of Education, NCE Bengal. It started like that since almost 1905, and after that 1905, later actually it became a full-fledged university declared by the government of West Bengal in 1955. And in those days, all the famous professors in different colleges, say Presidency, etc., all great professors in different subjects, geology, physics, chemistry, they were picked up by Triguna Sen personally, requesting them. Even the humanities side, not to tell one name, I am forgetting now to tell so many names, all they came to join Jadavpur University campus by the attraction of the personality of Dr. Triguna Sen, and we were getting the best class of academic training and lessons. Dr. Triguna Sen, there is hours together one can remember him. He was such a kind, a father figure for us. We remember once during our time, there was a communal conflict somewhere in the Goria area. Immediately, we, by the encouragement of this nationalistic minded professors, in a procession, we reached the area and we saw something destructive things lying there. We reached there and en masse, in silence, we supported for communal harmony. All great professors were there. Dr. Amitabh Bhattacharya, he was the father figure in machine tool engineering. His professor, Professor Gopal Chandra Sen, during Naxal movement, he was murdered. And I was doing my master's in mechanical engineering in those days, 1971. 1971, 31st December, when Dr. Professor Gopal Chandra Sen was returning from his office as a vice chancellor. Then he was the vice chancellor. He was our head of the department before that in the mechanical engineering. After that, he became the vice chancellor. He was returning from his office last day of his working professional life in Jadavpur University, and he was brutally murdered by Naxal student just 100 years from his 100 feet from his quarter, professor's quarter. My goodness. And why? The Naxal student, they wanted him not to take the examination, not to take the examination. But he was a robust built body and mind. He was Mr. CET, College of Engineering Technology. CET means College of Engineering and Technology. In his student days, he became the best physics person in the student community. So he became the Mr. CET. He was murdered by a Naxal student group. So unfortunate could be the students, they killed their guru. Professor Gopal Chandra Sen did his master's degree in mechanical engineering from Wisconsin University, and he brought the knowledge to Jadavpur University, and from him the inspired student Dr. Amitabh Bhattacharya, he was the founder of machine tool engineering in Jadavpur University and production engineering. Such was the days. I don't know how to express my prostrate to Dr. Triguna Sen and their culture for the student. If you attend any convocation, even these days, to Jadavpur University, you will find on the dais there are number of busts of patriots, all patriots of the country, at the backstage of the dais, as if in their witness, in their nationalistic feeling and witness, they were still blessing the student community that know your duty as a student, know your duty as student, and prosper with deep respect to your alma mater. Dr. Triguna Sen was, I have seen he was the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, you can say Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University. I simply cannot forget him and his love in affection for his college, because he was the student of this campus. He himself was the student of NC, National Council of Education, and one after another they built up such a culture in Jadavpur University, and so many things. With pain, with sadness, we witness happening the present day Jadavpur University, forgetting their main theme লাভ মাদার, লাভ মাদার, লাভ মাদার, জননী জন্মভূমিশ্চ স্বর্গাদপি গরীয়সী। ওম শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণার্পণমস্তু।